Today we will discuss about validity, which is mentioned in the contracts and tender documents. Let us talk first validity of tenders. Each tender has its validity, and validity is general in respect of opening of financial bid. In case of one bid system, that is all, there is no suppose technical bid, only financial bids are invited, and it will always be with respect to opening of financial bids. And then sometimes in few cases when two bid system is there, that is technical bids as well as financial bids are there, then it is mentioned that in the tender document that validity will be from the opening of financial bids and not from technical bids. I think it has to be with respect to opening of technical bids or last date of receipt of the technical bids for the certainty of validity period. Otherwise, financial bids may be opened by 3 months, after 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. Then naturally, then financial if the financial bids are open, say after technical bids for a long, giving a long time in between, then there is no certainty of validity period. Therefore, it should be with respect to technical bids only. The tender has to be decided and acceptance communicated within validity period. That is very important. In case the contractor does not want to extend validity, suppose the validity period is for a certain period and the tender is not decided and the communication is not given, and then the contractor does not want to extend validity, he is free to do so. But if the contractor extends the validity, then the tender becomes valid. And the validity has to be extended by the contractor when the tenders are valid. If validity has expired and later the validity has been extended, then it may have certain problems, because during the period uh, when the contractor has not given the extension, the tenders becomes in fact void. Let us talk about performance guarantee, because in case of performance guarantee also is a validity when guarantee is submitted against performance guarantee. And we know PG or performance guarantee is submitted by the contractor within the time prescribed in the tender documents or in the letter of intent. Then letter of award is issued once the contractor submits PG. PG is normally in the form of bank guarantee, as we have discussed, and then BG has to be in prescribed format. That for that should BG should be enforceable, and should be we should employer should be able to encash the BG when required. That is important. Then the performance guarantee normally is valid, and we know that performance guarantee is taken for the performance of the contract. So it is important that this validity of performance guarantee should be at least up to the date of completion as mentioned in the contract, plus some additional time required for issue of completion certificate, so that it is confirmed that the work has been done as per the contract. So then this should be by PG should be valid at least up to the stipulated date of completion, plus minimum time prescribed in the tender document or contract. As CPWD general conditions of contract prescribes its validity up to stipulated period plus 60 days beyond that. And then as we have discussed, it is for performance of contract, hence it is refunded once the work is completed successfully, and it is not related to defects liability period. In case the time for completion of works get enlarged or extension of time is given, then the BG may be invalid if the validity has not been extended. So then the contractors should get the validity of performance guarantee or BG extended to cover such enlarged time for completion work plus additional period as we have just discussed. Suppose it is mentioned 60 days beyond in original contract without extension, then also we should consider that about 60 days will be required for finalization and everything. So whatever we are expecting a date of completion, then plus 60 days beyond that we should ask for the extension of the validity of the PG or BG, whatever we call it. After recording of completion certificate for the work by the competent authority, the PG is returned to the contractor as stipulated in the contract, generally without any interest. However, in case of contracts involving operation and or only maintenance after original construction, then a clause of retaining and refund of performance guarantee and BG should be incorporated in the contract. That is also required because full amount of performance guarantee need not to be kept for the maintenance or operation only, because main work is completed, so a small amount or some adequate amount is to be kept for operation and maintenance, and even a supplementary agreement can be drawn for the maintenance contract. What is important is that BG has to be got confirmed from the bank which has issued it, and this should be without fail for its genuineness. In case the bank is not confirming, then it becomes difficult and its genuineness may be questioned. Then validity of BG needs to be monitored closely because it has to be got extended before it gets expired, and then uh, this must be done by the responsible officer in the office, so there's no lapse on account of this. Sometimes these BGs are kept in some file or in some cash chest, and they are not seen, and then sometimes this validity gets expired. So this should not happen, and BGs should be got extended if required. And in insurance, if we talk and its validity in few contracts, insurance of property or work or project, whatever it is there, that is also done. But then insurance should be covered as per the provision in the contract and shall not be for lesser period than a stipulated date of completion. In case the contract gets extended, then insurance should also be got extended timely. Insurance is also required for the perishable materials on which secured advance is given, and then insurance should be covered as per the provision in the manual if not given in the contract, particularly the period and how it is to be got done. But then shall not be for lesser period than materials get consumed in the work. So because we always give secured advance against the materials received at site, and they are then used from time to time, so till the total all the material is getting consumed, that insurance should be covered, should get covered for that material for that period. I brief about secure deposit because we know that secure deposit is deducted from the bills up to the limit or amount given the contract, and sometimes it is replaced by bank guarantee. So if replaced with bank guarantee, then same precautions are to be taken as we have discussed for PG. Uh, then we know that BG is retained for a longer period than performance guarantee. The security deposit is retained for a longer period than the performance guarantee because So security deposit is only released after defects liability period is over, and then liability is cleared or defects removed by the contractor and even labor clearance submitted. Hence, validity of BG against security deposit should be valid accordingly, else needs to be uncashed if the validity gets is getting expired. And then bank guarantee is also taken for advances like mobilization advance. And then apart from precautions, as we have discussed earlier, amount of bank guarantee may be more than advance given or as prescribed in the contract to cover the interest also. And then BG's bank guarantee should remain valid till the recovery of advance which has been given to the contractor, and along with the interest if so, if it is to be recovered. One thing is important in case of bank guarantee that in case validity of bank guarantee is getting expired and the contractor is delaying its extension, then bank guarantee should be encashed timely and essentially before the expiry date by the engineer or employer, and it should be pursued with the bank personally so that there is no communication gap and it is encashed before the expiry date. So this is very important. Otherwise, it may be difficult to encash the bank guarantee. So it is always said that bank guarantee should be encashed if required before its validity date. So that is important. Well, thank you very much. I am KM Soni, DG retired CPM. Thanks a lot.